It's low key, and I say I am Mr. Superfax. So, once again, what the fuck do I know? I'm just, a soul that was dropped off in this satanic simulation realm. Fuck do I know, right? But if I gotta throw my 2 cents in, my travels over the last 10 years, my opinion on what it truly means to wake up is just because you're exposed to the truth, that's not, you know, the that's not you waking up. Just because you're exposed to the Epstein files, that's not you waking up. Just because you're exposed to, um, you know, Freemasons and the Jesuits and the Vatican and whatever. Name your favorite rabbit hole. It doesn't automatically mean you're awake. In my opinion, what it means to be awake is to reconnect with your soul and remember that you are divine infinite consciousness, and to tap back in to what you already were. That's my definition of what it means to be, to have that spiritual evolution and that progression. You know what I mean? Um, the NPCs, the sheeple, the normies, whatever you want to call them, the zombies. In reality, the hardcore truth seekers, the veteran conspiracy theorists, free thinkers, what have you. This is a time. This is not the time. Is now. We've been saying for so long that the deaf, dumb, and the blind, they are the masses. They are the masses, and we can't really change anything until the masses wake up. Well, the masses woke up. But notice how shit is still the same. See, the NPC, the average person, there's still a disconnect because, well, like I said, just because they have been exposed to the Epstein files, and they'll even come out and say, well, damn, the conspiracy theorists were right all along. There's still a disconnect because these aren't spiritual people. And that's why I praise Paul so much. Because, if there's a next step past being a truth seeker, and you like, something's not right. I don't feel like these people are telling me the truth. Like, trying to remember what he said. Like, when you go looking for like, you're trying to find the truth in their lies. It's a waste of fucking energy. It's more efficient and productive to reconnect with your soul. You know what I'm saying? And remember what you are. Let's have a real conversation. So a lot of these, the average person, they even though they're exposed to this, the reality, okay? Even though they're late to the party and they're exposed to this reality now, or this new reality that they were rejecting or ignoring, whatever, there's still a disconnect because they're not, the next phase is spirituality. So the veteran truth seekers, conspiracy theorists, people that we went through the full process of, something's not right. We went through that. And then it led us to, okay, well, nothing was happening for years. The masses were still asleep. Other truth seekers didn't want to come together in real life and build and grow and do shit. So you were isolated. The veteran truth seeker has been isolated for a long time. So you had nowhere else to go other than inward. Let's have a real conversation. Pause. Gotta pause that. Whoa. So then once you explore the depths of your fucking spirit, you know what I mean? Like, it's a completely different vibration other than, you surpass or transcend the frequency of panic. So what we're witnessing now on the world stage as it pertains to the average dumb, deaf, and blind NPC that just, woke up or, just was, they feel like the truth was revealed to them. They're panicking. There's an all-out group panic. It's like an NPC group chat panic, and that's what you're seeing all on social media. All of these NPCs, bruh, that they come online, they post a video complaining, panicking, freaking out, and raging out, you know what I mean? Like, offering zero solutions. They're just going, you know what I mean? They just don't get it. And they're panicking because they're trying to figure out, wait, so you mean to tell me this is the real system right here? These are the people these are our fucking these are the people that control us? Well, what kind of system is this, and how can we save this? You can't. Once again, it's called the beast system for a reason, and it goes against, the will of your soul. The system goes against the will of your soul, everything about it. So what are you trying to save? If you're trying to save this system, I'm looking at you sideways, you know what I mean? I'm like, it's giving Satanist. Let's have a real conversation. And so it's a very strange time, and I never thought I'd see it where the masses, these people, they're the United States of Israel, they see it, right? Shout out Kanye, man. Net and Yahoo. Shout out Kanye. They seeing through a lot of shit, and the people are asking a lot of questions, man. But like I said, this is why, see, we not supposed to be in a situation where at this present time, the person, the average NPC that just woke up yesterday, compared to the truth seeker veteran, the veteran conspiracy theorist, free thinker, whatever, we shouldn't be on the same, like, we're having the same talking points. That's scary. We're supposed to be way ahead of them. We not even, so for the people that's stuck on this, oh, I told you so, and all that, this ego trip and shit, oh, we told you so, that's irrelevant. We were supposed to been building and creating and growing communities and doing, and you know what I'm saying, raising children outside of the fucking matrix, so that when these people finally woke up, now they can come join our communities and help us the fuck out. That's what was supposed to be happening if we're having a real conversation. Because it's a scary world when the fucking when the zombie sounds like us. That's scary. And it's so crazy because these NPCs, man, you know, they call it the great revealing and all of this shit. And everybody's saying the same thing. They all sound like fucking clones. They're like, so we just found out the the government is taking advantage of children and eating them, and everybody's still going to work. Yeah, cuz you're still a fucking NPC. And you're running on a script. Let's have a real conversation. Because if there was this real, like, the fucking NPCs have the power to stop going to work. But they still do it. The same people that's online complaining about the Epstein files and all this other shit, World War III and all this other shit, right? They're the same people that's keeping the system going. And all along, we were like, this whole time we were saying, well, we need them to wake up for us to do anything. Well, not me, but the average person. I'm ready for the alien shit. That shit is so lit. That man, listen. I'm so ready for the alien invasion, man. So we dropped the ball. Like, if we calling it and being honest, right? Calling it down the middle. Us as the truth community and veteran free thinkers, we dropped the ball because we were supposed to be building and creating um, safe havens for fellow truth seekers and shit. And, you know, for when people finally woke up, they have a place to come to say, you know, fuck the system. Let's have a real conversation. We fucked up. Because now they just online sounding like us, but they're imitation truth seekers. They're not real truth seekers, man. They're disgruntled NPCs. And they're really, a lot of them, if we're keeping it real, a lot of these NPCs are just mad because they can no longer ignore. They're really just mad because somebody cracked their paradigm, you know what I mean, upside their head. They really mad about that. They mad that they can no longer voluntarily live in that fake ass fucking fantasy they, you know what I'm saying, in their head. You know what I mean? That's really why they mad. Is they still trapped in the counterfeit soul or the counterfeit spirit, which is your ego. You know, because I was thinking earlier, like, you know, for people that I love and care about, what I want for people that I love and care about, I just want us all to get the fuck up out of here and return to source. If I, you know what I mean, that's my if I really fuck with you, that's my deepest devotion, my deepest, act of, I'm like, bro, listen. If I fuck with you, I'm telling, like, yo, listen, we got to get our shit together. I don't want to get up out of here without you. I don't want to be Rose and you Jack, pause, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying everybody, I want everybody I fuck with and care about. I want us to get the fuck out of this bullshit, whatever it is, you know. But Nick, some people just, you can't save them, man. you can't save them. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? So the NPCs are panicking. You know, they're going through like the first stage of self awareness, whatever. Um, and it's very interesting to witness because it's happening in real time. And they're all freaking out about the same shit at the same time. And but they don't have any solutions. And they don't have any backbone. You know what I mean? At least you got some truth seekers out here. They do what they can to go off grid or, detach from the system as much as you can. But this system is so wicked, man. This system is so wicked. It you have to. You have to. It forces you to participate in it, bro. It forces you to. You have to have a fucking. You know what I mean? You gotta. If you don't have a job, you gotta fucking. Uh, if you don't have a job, you're basically like, asking people who do have a job for resources. Like, I mean, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. You know. Then they lowball the fuck out you on everything in life. You know what I mean? Me and my friend was doing the if you work 40 hours a week, the calculations. If you work 40 hours a week in New Jersey, and I rounded up to $16 an hour, after everything, you're sitting at like 2300 a month. Rent is $1,400-$1,500 for a studio. I don't even have to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, I was in the negative. When we went through everything, rent, health insurance, car insurance, phone bill, groceries, you know, like gas. Like, you go through everything, and it's like, holy shit, self care. I'm like, by the end of the month, I can't even afford soap. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a real conversation. So they funnel you, you know. They funnel you, man. Fucking, oh man, it's disgusting, dude. It's so wicked. It's so wicked. So I guess we were just maybe under the impression that, okay, once the masses wake up, then shit'll really change. But once again, you know, we weren't right about that. You know what I mean? We were wrong. Because until you tap into source and until you truly reconnect with your soul, you running on a script that they wrote for you. Let's have a real conversation. You know what I'm saying? And they still living in this frequency of validation and shit. Once again, their ego, you know? So it's like they'll come on social media and complain and complain and complain and complain. But then they get the dopamine from the views and the likes and the money. So once again, the truth is being fucking, you know, the money, is more important than the actual action that should come, that should follow. That's the whole point of knowledge. Knowledge is supposed to lead to action. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be knowledge leads to, being stagnant. It's not how it's supposed to happen. So, Feel me? Definitely hit the like button. And then also this this AI shit. The same people that's complaining about the Epstein list and uh, you know, complaining about being tracked on social media and having no privacy and all of this shit. They're the same people that's fucking using this AI bullshit. Like I've still haven't used anything AI related, but these are the same people. I mean, they're just fucking hypocrites, man. You're literally when you're interacting with this AI shit, it's a weapon. Everything that they give to us is a weapon. That's it. And if we all said fuck this shit, they wouldn't have no weapons to use against us. That's the truth. If you're having a real conversation. I mean, the phone itself is like the phone itself. Look at the phone. Look at the phone. The symbolism on the phone is just like the bite out of the apple. It's like, God damn, bro. And then you put the two apples together, and it looks like a alien or a reptilian or whatever the fuck. Apparently, they said they just banned OnlyFans in China. So I don't know. This country is cooked. Hmm. All right, let me see. Let me see if I'm gonna go on Instagram. On the gram. And just think about how much fucking regardless if Epstein is dead or not, but just how much energy is being transferred to this dude. Then they were talking about the dude was trying to like, I don't know, they say he was trying to clone people, were trying to put his DNA in a certain amount of the population and shit. Some people were saying that his DNA might have been in the jibby jab, in the Covisha shot. This shit is crazy, man. This shit is nuts. I got so many videos on here, man. But this right here, this video is a perfect example, bro. Because you look at some of these people on social media and you like, damn, something there is something going on. There was a shift. Because certain people you be like, you would have never ever talk like this. You would have never, you know what I mean? Like I've reached the filling process where it's like I'm at the clear pill. I'm gonna keep it goy with you. Say I've reached the final tier of like the red pilling process where it's like I'm at the clear pill. I'm at the retard pill. Because I have all this information and there's no, like, it doesn't matter how much you know because there's nothing you can do about it. So it's like, dude, everything is fucking fake. Our presidents are literally chosen for us. Our elections are fucking rigged and literally don't matter anymore. Jeffrey Epstein somehow won the Powerball twice. The fucking lottery's fake. The Rothschilds wrote all the fucking books. Our history is fucking a complete fucking lie, the deeper you get into that. Everyone they said was evil and fucking crazy actually kind of, I think, had some fucking points. And then all the people that have been accusing people of doing evil shit were the most evil fucking people the whole time. So you know what? Just fucking log off. Who cares? Just go enjoy your life. There's nothing's gonna happen to these people. They're just fucking with us at this point. Both sides are fucking shit.
I think I can safely say I've reached the final tier of like the red pilling process, where it's like I'm at the clear pill, I'm at the retard pill, because I have all this information, and there's no, like, it doesn't matter how much you know, because there's nothing you can do about it. So it's like, dude.
So this person's name is Emily Saves America. I mean, bro, it's just like this is what I'm saying. So check this out. Her name is Emily Saves America. But when she opens her mouth, she says, "We have all of this information, but there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing to save." Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like that's the average NPC. So yes, there's always a solution. That's the thing. But they're so disconnected from the divinity within themselves that they would fix their mouth to say such fucking ignorant, stupid shit. You know what I mean? The point of this shit is, and I left a comment. I said, listen, it's about, you know, what the fuck did I say, man? I said complete detachment and spiritual evolution is the prize. That's fucking, you know, that's the prize. That's the freeing feeling when you realize, oh wow, like this shit really is irrelevant. And the only reason why I care is because my ego is in the driver's seat and I want to save America. That's why you feel the way you feel. That's the counterfeit spirit. It's not the real. It's not the true. Your true. You know what I mean? It's not your true soul. Let's have a real conversation. And then okay, on the spiritual level, and then on the physical level, dude. You know what killed me, like talking about, well, let's just log off. You're not gonna log off. You're gonna keep making videos. And let's just call it what it is. Let's just be honest. She's an attractive blonde white woman. So she's gonna get views and more followers, and she's gonna make money, and she's not gonna practice what she's preaching. Social media, like, it's become like a fucking therapist couch or some shit. You know what I mean? With no therapist, right? Because the therapist is supposed to be there to provide solutions, you know, and so you can move forward. You can get past whatever you're stuck on, right? Whatever block you're experiencing. But that's the average NPC in a nutshell. It's like trauma bait, or it's like I guess they just ran out of their supply of hopium. They ran out of their, you know what I mean? Because on a physical level, you stop participating in the matrix, in the system. You stop going to work. That was the first video I ever made. I said, stop going to work. You stop going to work. You stop supporting these big brand fucking stores. You only support people in your fucking community that you know that sell real food or the closest to the realest food. We don't even know if there's a such thing as real food anymore. That's how fucked up this place is. You know what I mean? Um, you know, and honestly, if we having a real conversation, you know, you know, the Second Amendment is right there. But these people, man, it's a panic. They don't want, see, they don't want to take their sovereignty. They're like children. They don't want to take their fucking freedom. They expect it to be given to them, even if it's an illusion of it. They don't want to go outside and sacrifice. See, that's the fucking this selfie, yo. Ever since this fucking dumbass fucking ever since social media came out, and I feel like that was the main goal of social media. One was to just track the fuck out of your ass. You give up all the information. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like just, but on a psychological level and a spiritual level, condition people to only care about themselves. Cause now everybody wanna be a fucking celebrity. And everybody is participating in this ritual of where your fucking face is all up in the camera, and this ritual of starting your own cult. She's that main character syndrome. Man, listen, it wasn't like this when I was growing up. When I was growing up, it was goofy to do shit like this. To put your face in a camera and record yourself complaining. That was the goofiest shit, the corniest shit you could do as a grown adult. Little kids wouldn't even do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So how can you take the next step? How can you transcend to unity consciousness? Right? How can you transcend? And that's from the video that I saw. That was the highest level of consciousness, surpassing cosmic consciousness, surpassing God consciousness. It was the highest level of consciousness, unity consciousness. And how can you fucking even get to that level of consciousness when all like on a subconscious level, you don't, the only person you care about is yourself. Everybody talking about when's it gonna happen? Why is nobody doing anything? Why is nobody doing anything? Bitch, cause you ain't. Why you not doing it? Cause you scared? I don't wanna go to prison. Or they indoctrinate you with the religious shit. I don't wanna go to hell. Well, low key, why don't you do it? I guess I'm a pussy too. I guess I'm pussy too. Or maybe there's some sort of script in place. You know, they put a lot of magic out here for a long time. Hey, maybe there's a barrier, some sort of like, they put up some black magic barrier, some shit. I don't know, but it really just boils down to fear. It really boils down to fear and selfishness. That's really what it boils down to. Because all of this shit could change in 24 hours. All of this shit. Same amount of time these people do all these research and go through all of these files and edit these videos and do all of this shit. Look at this, man. Check this out. Like, look at this shit. Would you really think, like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, do you think a chick like this would be talking like this? You think a chick like this would even be like, you know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here. 311,000 likes. I don't even know how many views it got. 311,000 likes. 154,000 shares. We have more information than ever, and everyone's literally retarded. So it's like, so go do something about it then. She won't. She won't. another stupid ass protest right here.
Out right now about this protest in front of Union Station called Israel's Friendsgiving Dinner. Folks may not know this, but this is actually a form of guerrilla theater, which is a protest tactic that has been used for decades, if not longer. Essentially, the entire point is to draw attention to an issue by outrageous performance acts like this. It's very easy to disconnect our political leaders from the atrocities they are committing when they're being done from offices or from countries thousands of miles away. This brings it home.
So it's like, once again, and the time it took to plan this and organize this, there all of this bullshit ass whatever the fuck this is, whatever they want to call it. You could have put in some work, man. You was really mad, you know. Could have put in some fucking work, man. You know what I'm saying?
I was planning to.
Once again, another. That's how I'm looking at shit now. That's how I'm looking at the NPCs. And the time y'all been complaining for the last couple of months, because they just, they just woke up or whatever.
My pager and my home phone.
Like, the initial response is like laughter, right? Like but it's like then if you tapped in, like you're like, wait, we're laughing at child satanic ritual abuse. We're trying to find humor in pure evil. Niggas lost the plot. Niggas lost. The plot is fucking out of here. You know what I'm saying? So they know we pussy. They know we're pussy. And that's why, the government watching people do nothing after admitting their satanic So the word of the day, or whatever, the word of the eon is consent. It's consent. So they roll it out. They roll this horrific stuff out, and people continue to participate in the beast system. That's your consent. That it's like, it's okay. Like, we're mad and we might yell and scream at you, but it's all right. So the reason why, it's really irrelevant. And I don't want any validation from a fucking zombie. You know what I mean? I only get validation from the source, man. That's it. I don't care about nothing else. But very dangerous times that we living in when our talking points are always supposed to be ahead of the NPC, of the average dumb, deaf, and blind, person or whatever. And now they out here sounding like us. So yeah, it's consent. It's consent. So I'm gonna catch you on the next one. I gotta get up out of here, man. Appreciate everybody chiming in on the conversation, man. Don't give these people consent, dude. That's all it is. Once people stop giving consent in the masses, because that's the thing, the NPCs that they out here complaining and shit, they still give consent. And when you go out here and you make these videos about these people, you're still giving them your energy. So you're giving them permission and power. Let's have a real conversation.